Picture this. It's a perfect summer evening. Barbecue is going, friends are over, weather is just right, and then they show up. Mosquitoes. Within minutes, everyone's slapping their arms and running inside. What if you could fix that permanently? No DEET, no chemical sprays, no bug zappers that never work, just plants. Living, beautiful plants that silently tell every mosquito, you are not welcome here. That's exactly what we're covering today. 5 plants that repel mosquitoes naturally. I'll cover why each one works, how to use it properly, where to place it, and tips most people never talk about. By the end, you'll have everything you need to turn your yard into a mosquito-free zone the natural way. Let's get into it. Intro. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, we talk about home, garden, and natural living. Hit that subscribe button and the bell so you never miss a video. Before we jump in, a lot of people have tried natural mosquito repellents and been disappointed. Maybe you lit a citronella candle and still got eaten alive. Here's the truth. There's a huge difference between a product loosely inspired by a plant and actually growing and using that plant correctly. Today, I'll show you the right way to do it. Once you understand the science, you'll never go back to chemical sprays again. All right, plant number 1. Plant 1, lavender. The pretty one that packs a punch. Lavender. We love the smell. Mosquitoes? They hate it. Lavender contains natural compounds, especially linalool and linaloyl acetate, that are powerful insect deterrents. These compounds do 2 things. First, they irritate the mosquito's sensory receptors. Second, they mask the scents mosquitoes use to find us: carbon dioxide, body heat, lactic acid. Lavender creates a fog that disrupts those signals. The mosquito gets confused and moves on. A study in the Journal of Vector Ecology confirmed lavender essential oil shows significant repellent activity comparable to some synthetic repellents at the right concentration. How to use it. Most people plant 1 lavender bush in the corner of their yard and wonder why mosquitoes are still around. The key is placement and quantity. Plant lavender near where people actually gather: your patio, deck, and outdoor seating. Brush the leaves gently when you walk past. This releases the essential oils directly into the air. You can also rub a few leaves between your fingers and apply the oil to your wrists and ankles for personal protection. Lavender grows beautifully in pots, which means you can move it wherever you need it. Set up 3 or 4 pots around your seating area on a summer evening, and you've created a natural protective barrier. Growing tips. Full sun at least 6 hours a day. Well-drained soil. Hates sitting in water. In humid southern states, go for heat-tolerant varieties like Spanish lavender or phenomenal lavender. In northern states, English lavender is hardier and comes back every year. Once established, it's drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and incredibly low maintenance. Bonus tip. Cut some lavender stems, dry them, put them in small cloth sachets, and hang them near your doors and windows. Keeps mosquitoes from coming inside, and your house smells amazing. Plant 2, citronella grass. The one you've heard of but probably never used right. Citronella, the poster child of natural mosquito repellents. Every outdoor candle, every tiki torch, every natural bug spray claims to have it. But here's what most people don't know: those products are a diluted, watered-down version of the real thing. The actual citronella grass plant is on a completely different level. Why it works. Citronella grass produces citronellol, geraniol, and citronellol compounds that actively interfere with the mosquito's ability to smell. A mosquito tracks you like a bloodhound using scent. Citronella scrambles that radar completely. Studies show repellency rates of 40 to 80% depending on concentration, competitive with DEET at lower concentrations. The candle problem. Why don't citronella candles work as well? 2 reasons. First, they contain a tiny percentage of actual citronella oil. Second, the concentration released into the air is too low to be effective beyond a foot or 2. The living plant continuously releases compounds over a wide area. No candle can replicate that. How to use it. Citronella grass grows 4 to 6 feet tall. Use it as a natural border along your fence line or around your outdoor space. You can also grow it in large containers. A 12 to 14-inch pot works great, and place them at the entry points to your patio. The leaf trick. Snap or crush a fresh leaf and rub it directly on your skin, ankles, wrists, neck. You've just made your own natural bug repellent from scratch. 0 chemicals. Fresh lemony scent. Reapply every hour. Growing tips. Tropical plant loves warmth. In zones 10 through UG 12 it grows as a perennial. In cooler zones, grow it as an annual or bring it indoors for winter. Full sun, regular watering, rapid growth. Plant 3, basil. The kitchen hero that doubles as a mosquito killer. Basil. the same herb you put in pasta, on pizza, in your capre salad. It's one of the most effective mosquito-repelling plants available, and you can pick it up for $3 at any garden center. Why it works. Basil contains estragol, linalool, and eugenol compounds that are toxic to mosquito larvae and repellent to adult mosquitoes. What makes basil unique is this. It doesn't need to be crushed to work. Basil actively emits its essential oils into the surrounding air all the time, just from normal plant respiration. Simply having it nearby gives you continuous passive protection. Research from Kansas State University found basil essential oil is toxic to mosquito larvae, meaning it helps prevent mosquitoes from breeding nearby, not just repelling adult mosquito. How to use it. Put a pot of basil on your outdoor dining table. Every time there's a breeze, those oils disperse into the air. Put basil pots near doorways and windows to keep mosquitoes out of your home. If you want personal protection, crush a few leaves and rub the juice on your skin. It works great and smells like a gourmet Italian restaurant. Pro-move basil and stand in water. Put a bird bath or garden pond. These are mosquito breeding grounds. Place a basil pot right next to any standing water source. The compounds deter mosquitoes from laying eggs there. Best varieties. Lemon basil and cinnamon basil have higher concentrations of the active repellent compounds compared to sweet basil. If mosquito control is your main goal, seek these out. Growing tips. Full sun 6 to 8 hours a day. Warm temperatures, consistent moisture. Grows fast. Within a few weeks you have a full, productive plant. Pinch off flower heads when they appear to keep oil content high in the leaves. ANT4 catnip, the surprising superstar. This one might shock you. Catnip. Yes, the stuff that makes your cat go crazy. It's also one of the most powerful natural mosquito repellents ever studied. The science. In 2001, researchers at Iowa State University presented findings at the American Chemical Society conference. Their conclusion? Catnip is 10 times more effective at repelling mosquitoes than DET. 10 times. That's not a small difference, that's a completely different category. The active compound is nepetalactone, the same chemical that drives cats wild. For mosquitoes, it triggers their danger response and sends them flying in the opposite direction. More recent research from Northwestern University found it activates the same neurological receptor that detects irritants. To a mosquito, it essentially feels like a chemical burn. They don't just dislike it, they flee from it. How to use it. Catnip works great as a border plant. It grows bushy, about 2 to 3 feet, and spreads nicely. Plant it along the edges of your yard or around your patio perimeter. Like basil, it passively releases its compounds continuously. Crushing a few leaves dramatically increases the output. Rub them on your skin for personal protection. Homemade catnip spray. Boil a handful of fresh catnip leaves in water for 10 minutes. Let it cool, strain it into a spray bottle, and apply to your skin and clothing. This homemade spray has shown repellent effects lasting 2 to 3 hours, comparable to many commercial products. Important note, if you have cats, keep them away from your catnip plants, or you'll have no plants left. Use a raised planter, with a cage around it if needed. Growing tips. Almost too easy to grow. Full sun to partial shade. Tolerates poor soil. Drought-resistant once established. Perennial in most of the US. Plant it once, and it comes back every year, getting bigger each season. Plant 5 rosemary. The multitasker urea. RD needs. Last but not least, rosemary. Another kitchen staple that earns its spot in the garden twice, once for cooking, once for keeping your evenings bug-free. Why it works. Rosemary produces camphor, 1,18-cineole and alpha-pinene aromatic compounds that mosquitoes find deeply repellent. The woody, resinous scent that we associate with Mediterranean cooking signals danger to a mosquito. These compounds also repel gnats, flies, and certain beetles, so you're creating a general insect barrier, not just a mosquito one. How to use it. Rosemary is incredibly versatile. Here are the best methods. In pots on your patio, grows beautifully in containers, looks great as a decorative plant. A few large pots around your seating area provide constant passive protection. On the grill, throw a few fresh rosemary sprigs directly onto your grill coals or gas flame. The smoke produced is a powerful mosquito repellent that drifts across your entire yard. It smells incredible and creates a moving, wind-carried repellent barrier that no other plant on this list can match. As a hedge, rosemary grows into a substantial shrub, up to 4 feet tall and wide, and responds well to trimming. Shape it into a low hedge along your property line or around your patio. It looks stunning, smells amazing, and keeps mosquitoes out year-round in warm climates. Homemade spray. Steep rosemary in boiling water, Cool, strain and spray on skin and clothing. Effective and smells wonderful. Growing tips. Full sun, well-draining soil similar to lavender, drought-tolerant once established. In zones 7 and above, it's a perennial that comes back every spring, getting bigger each year. In colder zones, grow it in a container and bring it indoors for winter. It does well as an indoor plant during cold months. Bonus tips, making it all work together. Layer your plants. Don't rely on just one. Combine lavender, basil, and rosemary in the same bed or group containers of different plants around you. Outdoor space. Each plant repels mosquitoes through different chemical compounds. Together they create a layered defense far more effective than any single plant. Eliminate standing water. No plant will fully protect you if you have standing water nearby. Old pots, clogged gutters, bird baths, low spots in your yard. This is where mosquitoes breed. Eliminate standing water and your plant defenses become dramatically more powerful. Timing matters. Mosquitoes are most active at dusk and dawn. Before you head outside during these windows, crush a few leaves from your repellent plants and rub them on exposed skin. Think of it as activating your natural armor. Companion planting. Plant basil and rosemary throughout your vegetable garden. They repel mosquitoes and several other garden pests while attracting beneficial pollinators. Your vegetables will thank you. Outro. Alright, that's all 5. Lavender, citronella grass, basil, catnip, and rosemary. Each one is natural, beautiful, useful, and backed by real science. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. You don't have to choose between enjoying your outdoor space and living chemical-free. Nature already built the solution. You just have to plant it. Start with 1 or 2 of these plants this weekend. See how it transforms your outdoor experience. Then come back and tell me in the comments which plant are you trying first. I read every single comment, and I'd love to hear from you. If this helped, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Share it with someone who gets destroyed by mosquitoes every summer. And subscribe if you haven't already. Lots more content like this coming your way. Until next time, happy gardening and enjoy your mosquito-free summer. See you in the next one.